What are the different ways that you can get a work permit in Canada? So the first way to get a work permit in Canada is that you should get a job in Canada. The second way is that you should be the spouse of an international student or a worker in Canada. And now this third way, this is my best way. The third way is for you to get a study visa. So I often hear from many of you that, tell me, Zeno, you know what, I just want to work in Canada. I just want to go there, work, make money, and start thriving in Canada, right? When I hear you say that, I understand that it's valid. But I'd like to let you know that before you are able to work in Canada, you must first of all get a work permit. So a work permit is a document that allows you to legally work in Canada. So in this video today, we're going to be talking about the different ways to get a work permit in Canada. Before we go ahead, I would like to remind us that if you want to relocate to Canada, the study pathway is the easiest, fastest, and most reliable way to relocate to Canada today. And if you want to know how you can do this and relocate to Canada via the study pathway, I have prepared a free training that you can watch that will help you to get started. This free training is going to teach you what to do and answer all of your questions. The link to access the free training will be, you will see that on your screen right now, and it will also be in the caption, in the caption under this video. So that being said, let's get down to it. What are the different ways that you can get a work permit in Canada? Now, there are 3 ways, and the third one is the easiest one. So the first way to get a work permit in Canada is that you should get a job in Canada. So when you get a job in Canada, it allows you to get a work permit. So you either get a job where you get LMIA. So LMIA means Labor Market Impact Assessment. This is a document that you will get from your employer, and then you use that to apply for your work permit. Or you get a job in some occupations that are LMIA exempt. So this means that you don't need an LMIA from your employer. So if you just get a job, you can directly apply for your work permit. An example of a job that is LMIA exempt is you get a job as a postdoctoral fellow, and you are coming to work like in an institution in Canada, so maybe in a university. People that can get a job as a postdoctoral fellow are people that have PhD, so it's PhD holders that can get that. So that's the first way. The second way is that you should be the spouse of an international student or a worker in Canada. You may have heard the term spousal open work permit. So if your spouse, let's say that you are a man and your wife is a student in Canada, you are entitled to get an open work permit. So you don't need to get a job first. You just apply and you get a work permit because your spouse is a student. And if your spouse is a worker, so let's say your spouse has gone to school, she has finished her school, and now she's on a work permit, you as the husband, you can apply for a spousal open work permit as well, and you can get a work permit on your spouse's visa. So if you are the spouse of an international student or a worker in Canada, you can also apply for a work permit and you can get a work permit. That's the second way. And now this third way, this is my best way. The third way is for you to get a study visa. Are you aware that international students are entitled to work in Canada? Yes. So when you get your study visa doubles as your work permit. On your study visa, you see it will be stated there that you're allowed to work for 20 hours per week. In fact, even recently, they announced that international students are able to work 40 hours per week. So I don't know when you're going to be watching this video, but you need to check the regulation on whether international students are still able to work 40 hours before you do that. But basically, the baseline is that international students in Canada are able to work 20 hours per week. And this is the easiest way for you to get a work permit when you come to Canada as a student. Now, I know that something that may be running through your mind now is that, but you said coming as a student is the easiest way for you to get a work permit. Yes, I said that. That's right. But you're also thinking that, but studying abroad is expensive. How can I study in Canada if I don't have the money? So the way you can fund your studies using scholarships and study loans. If you watch the free webinar, the link is in the caption, and we're going to put it on the screen here. You watch the free webinar, it's going to explain to you how you can secure scholarship and loan so that you can study abroad, and then you can double it and get a work permit as well. And remember, your spouse can also get a work permit. So I hope that you have learned something from this video. Please, if you have questions, leave your questions in the comments. Please like and share this video so that other people can see this video and benefit. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out when we share new videos. I'll see you next time. Bye.